Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good as well. Welcome back to this channel. Comment down below, like this video, subscribe, anything. It's for free. Turn on your notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you'll be notified. So today guys, I'm seated here with some good friends of mine. In case you see them here, you just know it's about to go down. It's about to be a conversation. And so we were discussing something here, but I'm not going to preempt. I'm just going to let them introduce it to you. And so before that, let them introduce themselves.
Hi guys, it's your girl here Miki. Kama kawaida, in this channel we laugh and love each other. So kindly comment. We are having a conversation and I know it's equivalent to your situations or your friends' situations or anyone in your family situation. So kindly share or comment. We can brainstorm always. And we have a new friend, so we'll just let her introduce herself as we go on.
Welcome. Hi guys, my name is Naomi. I welcome you all to this channel. Again, we are here today as girls, and you know where we have girls talk. Of course, it's about to go down. So today we are having a topic of discussion that we've sat down and think about it, and we would want to come up with some maybe ideas, and you guys will also comment down there and tell us what do you think about our discussion, how your views. You are going to give them down there. Now today we want to discuss about relationship and religion. What do you guys think about religion and relationship? Because personally, I have seen most of the couples that we are getting right now, or nowadays, the generation we are living in, the religion is becoming maybe somehow it's bringing problems in relationships. So we sat down and thought about it. Can't we just discuss it, brainstorm together and think about it? And maybe I will help you, you'll help me with ideas, and maybe we can see how our relationship are going to work. Welcome. Miki, what do you think about religion?
Hey, me personally, let me just talk out of experience. I've ever dated an SDA. Okay, I'm not saying being an SDA is bad, but you see now, SDA differently. They go to church on Saturday, and now I used to go to church on Sunday.
Okay.
So you find it's on Saturday and someone is telling you, oh, you just clean up. Don't clean up today. Today is our sacred day. I'm going to church. Then I go like, can we go together? Then I'm like, no. You see, I'm still. You are not introduced to that religion fully. Alafu unaona, it's like you're trying today, so you're still finding out what exactly you're going to do. But to me, I really don't think it's a problem. As long as you find the partner, maybe you can talk things out. Me, baby, I've never even thought there can be things zinaweza surpass relationships. Ni vile tu watu feel, I can't talk this. I mean, you just feel it's too much burden. But at the end of the day, these are things that people can come up with ideas. And okay, yes, we ended that relationship because of so many other things, and we are just young and stupid. But if we ended up together, I think we could. That's something I could have considered.
But who do you think would have, made it easier for the other person?
Him, because mostly when you get married, as a lady, you follow the man.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm not going to tell him I'm Catholic. I need to be going to my Catholic church, and then him is there. He has to make things clear with me and introduce to me in his doctrine. Yeah, in a nice way. I don't know.
So you're the person who will like follow him now.
Yeah.
You don't have a problem with that.
No, I don't have.
But now assuming the guy was maybe a Muslim and you are a Christian, that's a big topic. Other than being an SDA, because both of you are Christians in that case. So assuming you're a Muslim.
Wow. Me, I've never thought of that, by the way.
No.
But not that sijaikatiwa na mtu wa Muslim. It has ever happened. But me, at the back of my mind, I just felt like these things might be too much for me, especially the madrasa thing, reading the Islamic thing. So me, I've never even thought about it.
No, like assuming now you're in that kind of situation and things are going well, apart from now the religion, which is a havoc now, like you are a Muslim, there is a question of Muslim and all that. What will you do? Who will be easy to convert?
Okay, I would.
You would?
Yeah. Because unajua mimi sometimes I feel give the man the privilege of him being the man. Na being a man when you're married, is you are supposed to submit. What is being submissive if I'm not following him in that Muslim thing? But now he has to make things a bit clear for me.
Okay, I also think when you are starting the issue of dating, the two of you, the first thing you introduce yourselves and you get to know your partner or your friend better. So from the beginning and from the word go, you already know this is a Muslim and I am a Christian. So before you even go to an extent of saying that I am dating this particular guy, you already know this is a Muslim. So back in your mind, if this guy comes and tells you I am a Muslim, you as a lady, are you ready to become a Muslim? If this guy tells you you have to convert to be a Muslim, are you ready as a girl to convert to Muslim? You see what most of the people do, or most of the youths are doing right now, and that's a big mistake they are making. You just get attached to someone, you know this is a Muslim or is from a different religion, but you're not ready to discuss about it. You're not ready to discuss about this issue. So you have your plans, you are dating with this person, you spend a lot of time in this relationship, then at long last you are like, Mimi, I'm not ready to change to become a Muslim. I'm not ready to become an SDA. I'm not ready to leave my church. Now my question remains, why did you start it from the beginning? This is where us as girls, you need to sit down and lay your issues.
But let me ask you a question.
Yes.
I usually don't know what is really wrong with love. Let me tell you, because I have also made that mistake. I'm sure you have also made that mistake in your relationship.
Yes.
Like unapenda mtu, whatever Muslim or anything that you even see is a red flag, hauioni your time. After 3, 4, 5 years or many months, you go like, hey, by this shit is not working out. Alafu maybe by the time you are starting to date, you're not serious into religion. Maybe you're not going to church, you're not even minding those things. But now when it comes to getting seriousness, this thing is not working. But I feel it's a problem, yes, from the beginning, because by the way, sisi, when you're growing up, we are tunaenda against what it should be. People kitambo used to quote and date and get married within 1 year. So unafikiri within that 1 year you are already made up, I should convert to a Muslim ama I should convert to Christianity. Si kama sahi. People are taking ages na wanaacha watu wafanye vile wanataka.
But you see, Pia, when making this decision, you're just not making it for yourself. There is family. Like kuna familia yako ita talk about, cause like mbona wao si Waislamu, there are reasons, and kuna pia vile wana feeling about Muslims. So you coming to tell them that I'm converting to be a Muslim, kuna vile vitu zitafanywa, unajua ita cause vitu mingi. So way. You can say that hii decision yangu just because I love my husband and I'm going to be submissive, I'm going to do this, because bado uta involve family in all that. It's not your decision to make alone.
But personally, I really don't think family inafai kuwa big consideration.
So hakutakuwa na rashua all the other things, because lazima wako involved.
See, obviously Muslim, there's the way they do their things.
So you're going to get married na Waislamu pekee, you leave your own family?
No. In fact, actually there was a story YouTube, ni vile sikumbuki ilikuwa kwa channel ya nani. The guy is a Christian, the guy is a Muslim and the lady was a Christian, but the lady was saying, for the respect I have for this lady, I will do the Rurasho the Christian way at her home. Alafu akikuja kwa dini yetu, we do the way we do things in our home. And I feel it should be that way. Ufai we neglect one side.
No, I think that's a good idea. And maybe, but I think this one is an issue of these two people who are in this relationship. Because you find some people, you are in courtship and someone agrees and says, yes, I have no problem with your religion. I'm able to follow anything that you are going to do. I'll be there with you. But again, when you get married, now there are people who tend to change after marriage. Because now they believe that now I own you, you're in my house. Now I own you, I can now show you my true colors. And you are there. You forget what you said. This person told you I'm from a different religion. But when you get into that marriage, someone is like, me, I cannot go to your church. Me siezi enda nawe kwa mosque. And now this one causes a lot of problems. So you guys, how do you think we can come up with a solution? How can we sort out this? Who do you think is to blame to these maybe problems, the havoc we have in families because of religion? Who is to be blamed? Nikki?
Okay, I feel, me personally, sometimes religion is not a big issue.
Mhm.
Juu ni vile sisi tulizaliwa tukajipata in Christian homes.
Mhm.
Ni ukweli.
Yeah,
So even
sure.
the man I'm meeting, he also grew up akajipata in Muslim.
Yeah,
If
sure.
he got himself in Christianity, he could be doing the Christian way. If
Sure.
he got himself in Hindu, he could be doing the same thing.
Mhm.
But now I feel this is something that inataka guidance.
Okay, just food for thought.
Mm.
Hmm? As you agree to be a Muslim,
Yeah.
following your husband, right?
Mhm.
Will you also be able to follow the customary thing the
Mhm.
religion says? Like, let's say like Islam, a guy is allowed to marry 4 wives.
Mhm.
Will you
Sit
be
for
able?
Mhm. Will you accommodate that?
Will you be able to accommodate other 3 women?
There are also some practices that will happen. You know, like
You
some
would.
rituals.
And even
I personally don't think I would.
and even in meals, there are certain meals that
That you
maybe
are not
they
supposed to
take and you
prepare.
don't take.
There are things they will do, and you coming from a Christian, home, will feel like, this is too much.
Okay.
Like there's just some practices. Like you see people in other places, they do things like at bring a dark hen,
Mhm.
like fully dark hen.
Mhm.
You are from a Christian home and you will think like, isi poa bana.
Mhm.
So upate practices kama hizo, you converted and you kind of feel like this is not right. Bado cha take time to take
So maybe what you should do, if you find a guy who is from a different religion,
Mhm.
the first thing is to dig deep and get to know about this religion. Doesn't matter which religion is it, but at least learn about it. Get to know what are the do's and don'ts of this relationship. Then you sit down and think about it. Will I be able to follow the do's that they
Sure.
have? Will I be able to cope with the don'ts that they have? Then from there, you can be able to make a decision as a lady or even as a gentleman. You should be able to make that good decision so that you say, when I'm converting to become a Christian, I know what Christian entails and I'm ready to go with this because I love this man. Or you know what this other person, what they learn. So you are able to get every detail of this religion so that even when you are making that decision of maybe settling and converting, you are okay. Because again, you don't just convert to any religion blindly without knowing what does this religion entail. And that is why nowadays munasikia there's a lot of stories about Shakahora because people just got involved with this thing. They didn't know what was happening there. So later on, this is how people now are getting frustrated. Now in every detail, you have to get every bit, the detail, what you are supposed to do so that you see and say, yes, I think that no matter what, I am ready to go with this.
But I feel like there are things you never come to find out until you're in there. You're in the middle of that. By saying you're in the middle of that means huwezi jitoa hapo, and then there's just something weird and so hard that you've just found out. What will you do in that case?
Me personally, I feel the major challenge I can be, let me just take it for a case of a Muslim, I think it's the issue of polygamous family. But now you see the thing again I admire about these people, however much they are polygamous, they are responsible. Okay, sitaki kutaja a tribe. Okay, you see I don't want to be tribal because again I'm not a tribal person. No. See kama some other people, but me for Muslim I find even if they bear 20 children and 60 wives, they're very responsible.
Exactly.
So me I don't have a problem. Kenye utatoa hapo ni roho yako uje yenyewe jamaa tu hakupendi ati ile yenye unajua you can be a baby girl, you can be a hot. Unajua tu you're just.
So are you ready? Are you ready to sit for that?
Me I don't have a problem.
Because there are people who are
This man is providing
I'll love the man for
everything.
myself.
No, me I think if I'd consider a Muslim, I think I can be very okay with polygamous. Na nijue mimi hata nipata watoto 7, he's okay.
But how will you get 7 kids from a man who is
With
planning to
5
be
wives?
polygamous?
No, with 5 hata labda mimi naolewa nikuwa the 4th wife.
So Miki tells us religion to her isn't a problem in
Me, it's not a
relationships.
problem,
She's very
by the way.
comfortable with it.
It's not a problem because at the end of the day, as long as this man now has to be open with me, because mimi something that I'd feel bad even if we maybe tulijipata tumeishi pamoja na tukapata watoto, if he's not open about his other practices, I might feel bad, no, but that relationship is not working.
Sure.
What if asikwambie then where you guys are supposed to be talking and then you already go in the relationship? Because remember, you can't force the truth out of a person.
Lakini let me ask you, say if I find I'm dating a Muslim, even if you won't tell me, I'll ask. I have Muslim friends. I'll ask you.
But he might not give you reasons to ask. He might not give you reasons to ask.
Now, that's one of the problems that we are experiencing right now nowadays.
Okay, yeah.
Lack of communication.
You see Naomi,
Effective
kidogo,
communication. Yes, ma'am.
kuna kitu alisema hapa. You see, if you love someone, you're just exactly. Ukipenda mtu, you are even not curious to ask about other things. You're just so focused on the love thing. So what if upate kitu ingine hapo yenyewe like hamkuwahi ongea, utadu?
And that is why we are here.
Ama
to
hakuwahi
enlighten.
kufungukia. Kuna vitu zingine tu anasema ama plus pia mtu ana feeling, I don't know what this person of me mine will feel nikimwambia hii issue when we are not married. I'd rather say it nikiwa kwa marriage because maybe itakuwa hard kutoka, and then akwambia ukiwa kwa marriage.
But do you know, I feel,
and something hard to take in.
I feel, okay, maybe to me how I feel, sometimes you just feel bad about things and complicate things for no reason. Do you know, even when religion is not in the picture, you compromise so many things with your partner. So me, imagine if I can just compromise it. It can be
Kama ni kuchinja watu.
Obviously hawachinji watu. No, you see, nakwambia kuna vitu zingine ni impossible.
No, but I'm talking about weird stuff. Upate mnachinja watu mkiwazika,
You know that's bad. Sasa kuna vitu zingine you can't sit in for. You have to make a decision. I'm just done with this marriage. But if there are things that I can compromise, I don't have a problem with that.
And I think that's why we are here doing this same video, maybe to give people an insight of how effective communication is very important in any relationship.
Yeah.
That's why we came up with this topic, because we've seen many people are failing because when you start a relationship, you're not ready to discuss, you're not ready to open up and tell your partner what you have, what you are doing, many things about yourself. So you keep most of the information to yourself. Then later in marriage, this is when your partner comes to realize the problem. And that is why we did this video, to encourage you, our subscriber, our viewers, so that at least you also know that effective communication in any relationship is very, very, very important. Very important. Underline. Very important.
But
Okay.
then guys, kindly continue sharing and something, just comment something. We are on the same
You
page.
comment something.
Yeah.
Okay, just to add on, let's say now you guys, for some case, maybe the guy or the lady doesn't want to convert. She says, me, I was born a Catholic and I'll remain a Catholic. If you love me, you love me with my religion. There's that bit.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
You love me with my religion. I will also love you with your religion. So now you guys get married, and now you are a Muslim, Muslim, and you're a Christian. How do you go about that?
But you see, that's the wrong foundation of whatever it is, whatever
Exactly.
marriage and whatever it
Exactly.
is. Because if we can't agree, why are we in the relationship in the first place?
Exactly. That's a point.
Especially
It's-
about religion.
Yeah, it's either you remain a Catholic, ama tutafute something that itatufanya sisi wote neutral, so that we are going to, find a base of our children. Wataenda wapi church? Because you can't be a Catholic, I can't be this one, and then you are going to raise kids. Tutawapeleka wapi shule? We're not ready to give them that confusion mapema hivyo.
Yes, exactly.
But sometimes I feel Christians have a problem. I am a Christian, and sometimes I feel Christians have a problem for some reason. Ask me why. Muslim umesikia mahali kuna Catholic, kuna SDA, kuna Protestant, kuna AIPCA. Umesikia? Hakuna.
There is.
Muslim, there is different categories.
There
of
is,
Muslim.
but they don't call it.
they don't have those
They don't.
names.
Yeah.
Lakini iko na difference kama vile Christianity iko na difference. Yani in Christianity there is so much controversy.
There are those
But
Muslims who
yeah,
put
so
on
much.
tabligh. You have seen? There are those Muslims who put on tabligh, and there are those who don't.
Yeah, but yani what I'm trying to mean, hawananga that difference sana kama
Like
in
vile
Christianity.
Wakristo kuna Wakorino,
Eh.
and Wakorino will do things very different
from a
na
Catholic.
PCA ama an ACK or a Catholic.
So me, I think now when it comes to Christianity and Muslim, just wacha kutoa hii kategoria, I am a Catholic, I am an SDA. Chukulia to the whole Christianity in you. Read the Bible. You see? Chukulia the whole Muslim in you. Read Quran. Unaona? From there now we can agree now, yes, I read the Bible, you read Quran. I don't understand it. You ni Arabic. You don't understand English. Or I don't know if you get someone who don't understand English. So from there we can settle, now I need to do Arabic, I need to start madarasa, or you need to start Bible.
But
Now you have not.
Kuna kitu moja hatujajibu ya no, maybe let me give you an example. There is a sister of mine who was sisi tumelelewa tukiwa na kitambaa, tukijifunga kitambaa. So you see, you growing up kwa hiyo environment, like rules ni tight nini, and then she got married to a Catholic. And so they will kosana cause anataka kuwa submissive tena Catholic, but she feel anything. So I'm just walking in church. Naenda tu like she feel anything happen. Yani hata songs. Ni mzee kuruka kule ni kunyamaza. Unaget? Songs I mean. Mtu mezoea kuruka sasa kule ukienda ni kunyamaza. Maombi ni ya vitabu. Yeye amezoea kutoa words kwa roho yake vile na feel. You see hiyo kitu. Na bado ni submissive, but you see pia inamdrag nyuma. Cause her grow, her feel like he grow.
But I think there's freedom of worship. So me, I think I can consider freedom of worship. But for the children, we have to agree.
But kuna partners hawakuangi that diversity. Anafikiria hii kuna freedom of worship. Unaweza enda Kadhomi, unaweza enda ACK. But you see pia tunaona watoto wakikuja wataenda church gani?
No, we have to agree for the kids. We have to agree for kids.
Wataenda na nani? Wewe una feel kwenu kwenye kuna ruka ndo kuzuri. Yeye ana feel kwenye hakuna mambo mingi ndo kuzuri. How do you go about that?
Okay, maybe I can consider the dad. If he is a committed Muslim, I can consider children to be.
Na wakitaka kwenda kwako.
Wakitaka ni sawa. But mimi as a decision from when they are small. Unajua watoto wakiwa wadogo they easy to learn Arabic and Quran very fast. Na mimi being a Christian, I can give that advantage.
But you see there is a bit of confusion because huyo mtu anaweza grow yani akose stand because you know my mom was this, my mom was this, akose stand sasa yeye aanze kufanya vitu zake just because hakuwa na place nzuri ya kufuata.
And again, Nikki, your point is maybe you might consider maybe there is freedom of worship. Right, that is very right. But remember, when you get married, you create that bond. You become one. I don't understand how me as a wife, I'll be going to Catholic and then my husband is an SDA. There's freedom of worship, right? That's very right. But this is something we should have agreed when we were starting this relationship. If we cannot blend and become one, then that relationship, it does not fit to be there.
Now, my question
because you are bringing a lot of confusion in this family. I am an SDA, yes. I have a function. You are a Catholic. We have a function as a family. Now, which church is going to take charge? Now, you see now this is where a lot of problems are coming up in families. So that's a problem. So to me, I stand with this point. If you feel you cannot blend and become one, leave it.
There's no point of having the relationship in the first place.
Leave it. Just look for someone whom you are going to be fit together. Because if me and you, we cannot agree on one thing and come to a consensus, it means we are not fit to be together. There are other many things that we shall face and we are not going to agree.
Before we say we part.
We are not talking about parting.
I have a question, Yani. There's no problem. But now you have gone. Your man is that Catholic you are talking about. I'm an SDA. Whom do you feel has the right to follow each one's religion?
It is a decision of you two. It is a decision of you two. But I believe as a woman, you are submissive to your husband. So what I believe is that when you get married to this man, if he's an SDA, Catholic, Anglican, ama nani, you follow where your husband is. Because ulienda kwake nyumbani. So you can't go living with the man in his house, then you are going your way in another church. You have to become that submissive wife. If you agree to get married to this man, be sure that utaenda kanisa yake. That's no option.
But you see, you've had the conversation prior to the decision of marriage.
Yeah.
So if you guys are not agreeing hapo kitambo, you quit. Ukikubali, wewe oga.
So
Ukubali uombe,
So
but kama
hapa-
umekataa then that's okay.
so this one
Wanarudi
hakuna
soko
issue,
sana.
hakuna
Very
issue ya
fast.
kuuliza ati who is supposed ati kunini kuenda kwa ama kuchange ama nini. That's not an issue of
Yeah.
discussion. We cannot even discuss about that. One is not debatable. It is you the wife submit. If you feel that you are so superior to submit, just leave it.
But you see, there are people
Why
who
should we
meet in
start
very
it?
funny places. Like tuseme tumepatana a certain party. We are not going to talk about church hiyo time. Maybe hizi stories za church zitakuja tukiwa kwa marriage, tukiwa
Hata
sasa.
labda
How?
you felt
It
pregnant
means
for
you are
Yeah.
not serious with your
Yeah.
courtship session. It means you are not serious.
Guys,
It's
it
not
happens.
even who takes courtship
No,
very
no, no.
serious.
Let me tell you, how can you get married to someone you don't know anaitaka kanisa wapi?
Guys,
Honestly.
ni mtu mmoja umesikia ati tulioana tukajipata tu hapo hivyo mambo
Tuliona ama
yakaharibika.
tulitoka kwenye tulitoka tukalala pamoja in
And
fact,
these
I was
are the
pregnant.
problems
And
now we are
now
talking
that's
about.
marriage, because it's not everyone who has like a sober conversation about marriage.
But these are the problems you are trying to solve when we are having this discussion. Because we cannot continue having these problems. How will you get married to someone? How would you anaitaka kanisa gani? Honestly. How do you even
Ni
explain
kama
that?
vile you get married to a person and after like 10 years that's when you know alikuwa na family
Then
na
you-
watoto.
Then there must be a problem. And that's why we're having this discussion to tell people that they should have
Because
that
si kila
effective
mtu-
communication.
Si kila watu wanakuanga, wanakuanga na
Mhm.
it's not everyone who is fit to have an intense conversation with you. Unajua kuna watu wanaongeanga tu conversation hizi vitu zinawako huyu msi ako na do ako na nini like mnaongea tu story tu juu. But come to another time mko very intense, unafind out vitu zinaweza kuua.
Na me so far let me just say out of my experience in dating, yes, I've done mistakes in my past life, but now I feel you have to be, you know what you already want.
Yes,
Sai,
exactly.
Dama.
Exactly.
Sai, I already know I want a man who is
This and
hata
this
tu
and this.
financially stable and anything. Let's talk about religion. I just want someone either who knows God or who doesn't know God.
Exactly.
There is no
That's
in
the
between.
point.
So if he doesn't, and I know, I'll help him. If he knows, now tunaanza hapo, he knows how, where, and how.
Exactly.
Nini. We start there. Na unajua you can get a free man mwenye ako like, mi napenda God manze na siendangi church.
Yeah,
Huwezi
exactly.
tukia mtu kama huyo atuendangi church.
Mhm.
But now huyo ni mtu mwenye ashakupea space ya because mi ni mkorino ata blend. Unaona? But sasa mtu mwenye mi kwanza hata ni pastor wa ICK. You see now? Lazima ujikunje kidogo for you to even understand now. Yes, I'm a Catholic, ACK, what.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, let me ask you guys, you mean I feel there's something hatuelewani, mnaoga sana na mnarudi soko sana. I have a question. In the Bible it says, God doesn't love divorce. And I'm not advocating ati msiachane. By the way, if you feel someone is toxic, muache, mimi sina shida nayo. But would you leave someone because of religion?
No, but you will agree
it
not to enter
depends.
in marriage.
But let me put it this way.
Because remember,
Would
talking
I
about
leave-
courtship serious.
Would I leave someone? Would I leave my marriage because of a religion? That's a question. Now, this one, I'll help you to answer this question. We are in marriage and we agreed maybe we follow this denomination or this, maybe we go to this church. We've agreed. Then let me tell you, people change. Then all of a sudden, out of the blues, after 10 years, the guy ametoka kwa hiyo kanisa, ameingia another church completely you can't even understand
But I
about it.
think I'll leave.
If on that ground I will leave, because if I get to know maybe you are having some other mixed reaction I cannot understand, because people change.
Yeah.
On that one I will leave.
Tumefikiria stories za Shakahola.
Mhm.
I'll leave sasa. I'll
Yes,
leave.
if
I'll
it's
leave.
like that one you will leave.
Okay, you see,
That's
I need to
religion as well.
understand. Huyu mtu hakuforce. That is my question.
Oh.
Huyu mtu hakuforce ati damai za maasa mi manze
So
kama
we are talking about these guys who are like, anataka kufeel position yake as a man.
okay, mtu ana
And so ana insist on unafaa kuwa hapa or hapa. That's the person we are talking about. Because remember kuna watu they are not giving you pressure about hiyo church yenye unaweza enda ama nini. They don't have a problem with that.
but mtu anakupea
We are talking sasa in case of pressure. What are you supposed to do? How are you
just
supposed to make
quit.
those
hiyo
decisions?
tunaoga tu tukisonga na watoto watano.
But I feel like if you guys have had the conversation before marriage and haingiani, just don't have to go there.
Don't have to risk.
Like mbona hamuelewani na wataka kwenda hapo?
Let me ask something to these people who are watching us. You guys, hata mshaifikiria story ya religion kweli? Ama after mmekando, bali unaendanga church gani bro? Really people don't talk about that.
Watu wanapatana in very funny places and it ends up being good.
Ama unapata kama mimi usikie, mimi I grew up in a Catholic family. Lakini after sometimes siendangi church. Unaona? You grew up in an SD, but after some time huendangi church. But I feel pia hizo vitu kama hizo ndio ziofanya watu wasiongelele hizi vitu.
Yeah.
So unapata mko tu, yani you are just surviving. You are the online church now. Nyinyi ndio mnashindanga.
But then we agree as a family, our church is online. We sit there
Yeah,
and watch.
that's a good thing.
We've agreed
tuone
that
church ya online sisi wote.
as long as we are
Because
together.
pia mtu ana growing hapo. Unaona kama wakorino hivi. Like mtu unazaliwa hivi and then unajipata na kitambaa. Eventually unapata by the way mimi sikuwa itaka kuwa hapa. And kuna time yako ya ku make decisions. You have to make those decisions. Na ndio maana unaonanga msee akikaa mnai akiwa akitambaa anatoa. Because one ile kitu hata haijui mo. Alipata tu amefungwa staff. Na si eti kusema huyu msee hata waioleka hata waifanya nini. Baada hizo story mingi si tu watch kanisa ya online.
Exactly.
By the way, mimi hata mimi.
At the end of the day it's how spiritual you are. It's not about how religious you are.
Yeah, sure. How you understand God.
Yeah,
That's
how you
all
know
what
God by
matters.
yourself.
Hata unasemanga you should be doers of the word, not hearers. So
Okay, there's another case.
Wow. Ni noma, okay.
You guys got married, a Christian, and for some reason your husband decides to change to another religion, and he tells you, my wife, you have to follow me to the same religion. Let's say you're a Christian and the guy decides for some reason he decides to be a Muslim.
For what reasons?
A Hindu.
No, I have a real live example. I have a family friends. They were Christians at first, and the father changed to Islam, and the wife also had to change into Islam with the children. So now I'm trying to understand that bit where you were Christians initially and the husband changes. Would you agree to that? If not, what would be basically your thought on that?
Depends on what reasons.
Depends on
Plus
what
pia
reasons.
haezi amka leo niambie kesho mimi ni Muislamu. You get there must be underlying issues.
And again, if this issue comes up when we are already in marriage, I will have to consider the issue of, do we serve the same God?
Yeah.
That's the issue. If you are serving the same God, fine, I have no problem. I will follow you. But again, if it's an issue of, I can't even understand this religion you want to take me to, I think that could bring a lot of problems.
I
I
mean,
think
you're
that's what we
getting
can
into
debate
it for
about it.
malicious reasons. Then
Yeah.
that's a bad
Mimi,
idea.
let me tell you.
But
do you know there are men who don't consider their wives
in making
contribution
decisions,
in
Yes,
anything?
exactly.
Na mimi wacha nikwambie, I can't be in such a relationship. I'd rather stay alone, because now are we together if I can't talk?
but there are people who start things very nicely and then ile time amejua like uko kwa box yangu huwezi jitoa, that person turns out into something.
Exactly, that's what I
Huwezi
talked
jua.
about. Yeah.
Now, let me just say something before you continue. Now, that's why someone was saying, Sai, there's a very bad spirit in marriage, happening in marriages. Juu kitambo, by the kitambo mi hata nikisema enzi za akina shosho, mi shosho akikwambia atakupea story walimit na huka they agreed on a church. Na hukusikia anga mimi ni muwapi, anga mimi ni wali agree tu na they have grown into that. But sahi watu wa sahi mtu anakaa hivi kidogo, I don't know, ati Mungu amemuongelesha aende ACK, Mungu amemuongelesha aende sijui wapi.
Shakaola.
You see hata kitambo like ulikuwa unapata like mamako tu ameoleka kwa babako ni wale watu wa kutengeneza hizo pombe za kijiji. And then eventually ana nice na church yenye mama na anamfuata tu like it was not about I'm the man hapa so juu nimeokoka you have to go kwenye nitaenda. Atafuata kuzanaonanga by the way huyu msee mimi napenda vile hufanya mambo, napenda vile ameishi kunivumilia and so tutaenda kwa hiyo church. Ilikuwanga hivyo kitambo. Sijui why siku hizi it's either you guys have a fight
Mm.
concerning that ama you guys are not going to church.
Ni ukweli ama mnaachana.
Hapana, is the mentality nowadays that unaweza woga tu urudi soko.
No, let me tell you
It's not
something.
about-
But you see, if you're
Kuoga na
serious
kurudisha
and intentional
soko.
about
No,
marriage,
but if you see that mindset as clouded the nowadays
No,
generation.
I don't think so.
Serious.
but you see pia watu pia kuna vile wamejiekelea mambo zingine, hata hii story ati mbona watu wanasema atanaweza oga nirudi soko, cause pia watu si wa genuine.
Mhm.
Cause how will you start with someone and then in the midst of
Nowhere.
it
Mhm.
anageuka kuwa someone mwenye hadi huwezi taka kujua. Why wouldn't you oga and rudi soko?
Okay, me, but anyway, ni ukweli, but sometimes I feel people are becoming less patient with their partners.
That is it.
The moment umeniambia I'm a Muslim, I'm like, hey, dikwana kama. Oh, sorry. For those who don't understand Spanish, I'm saying like I don't want that kind of nonsense. You see, hata hujamsikiza hata kwanza. Uko like, hey, mimi yo maneno kai. We can't do that. You see, that's a problem already. Mimi mtu kama huyu, I feel unafaa umpe time, understand, even pray about it. Si umesema you are a Christian and you know God, pray about it. Ukiona kabisa imekufix, wachana naye.
Na nikikufa nikipray about it.
Usikufe. Ndio nasema ukifeel umefika point imekufix, usijiforce.
You know kuna easy place and that's but then hiyo kujiforce hapo ndo naoga.
Lakini unaoga na siku ya kwanza.
Sitaoga ati nirudi soko hivyo. Naenda kuoga nikiwa soko ndo napata mtu. Nimeoga nipo soko. You get? Cause pia if I was committed to the marriage and all that, pia siwezi amka leo niende wapi? Naoga ninakaa soko nikiwa fresh. In case anything happens, cause by the
Ngoja customer.
cause by the history ya ati wait
Shade avocado.
like ona history ya sijui dem alikuwa na sing song gani ya worship wa Nigeria. Msee amekufia kwa marriage. Wakianzana huyo msee hakuwa hivyo. Amechange kuzua anajua huyu msee haizi do anything. Na ni vibaya sana mtu akikusoma mkiwa kwa marriage akuamulie.
But let me ask you guys, whom would you blame? Would you blame the people who are advising you? Because in marriage kuna watu wana advice. Either you are pastor, ama you are wa Muslim wanaitangwa aje wa how? Ama your family, ama his family. Whom would you blame?
You see, I feel like mtu anafaa kujipenda kwanza. Sasa wewe unaambiwa uvumilie na unajua unaoneshwa kisu kila jioni. You see mamako pia haezi kuambia utoke cause huo mtu akachange. Mpendane, utakuwa unaona mamako kama ni mtu mbaya. Si ndio? Ama wewe mkienda muongee na partner wako mforgiviane. Wale watu uliambia hizo story watakuwa wanaona kama ama hawata forgive msee. So I think watu wenye wana advice wanafaa kuwa neutral like hey by the way hapa utritiwi poa but sitakwambia utoke. But decision yako ya mwisho wewe unafaa kublamiwa. Because at the end of the day unafaa kujiuliza is this how I'm supposed to be treated? Is this love?
But you see,
when you are doing
anything,
But then you're not treated vibaya. Haitakwanga ati malavidavi nini but at least hupigwi, hunyongwi. Cause mtu anakuja na kunyonga hivyo and then anataka mlale na yeye. Mlala wewe as a woman unatoa wapi hiyo energy? So vitu kama hizo zisikuwe so extreme. Hata hakuna mtu anafaa kuchapa kwa marriage. Like anakuchapa kwa nini? Wewe ni mtoto wake. But kugombana itakuwa hapo. Kukua ni kama hii wiki yote hatuongeleshani itakuwa hapo.
Hii video tujamaliza, we should do next video.
So guys, hey
guys,
getting out of hand.
Comment.
We shall come back again.
Na mtu ako na story, by the way, we can always invite you to our channel and give us the story, so you can always share. You can text us there, we can call you come here to pige kelele. Yeah.
But I think I'll do a video on one topic. On something I'm thinking about, and then now to have another topic. I'll give a story time yangu, and then now you're going to have a topic about hizo stories za kukaa kwa toxic relationship. Because I feel like inaanzanga mapema sana. Like kuna mtu wako saizi at like 2021 na already in a fixed place na I feel kama anaweza toka. Na already ina sound kama red flags. Hata akikaa hapo hata waifurahia na haoni.
your happiness comes first.
Yeah.
Sure. Adios.
So guys, bye.
Toodles.